Good afternoon. I am Schindler, founder and CEO of SD Refinery. And I have over 30 years of experience in the insurance and risk management industry, and I've poured my heart and soul into a wide variety of functions. And in those different functions, I have seen a common thread impeding the success of insurance companies. The common thread is not the lack of a bold mission statement, strong executive team, brilliant actuaries, or top-notch investment professionals. Rather, it is the inability to manage the efficiency and effectiveness of frontline underwriting and claim professionals. And I believe the problem underlying this common thread is that there is too much written information in the industry for people to effectively read and understand. And this directly negatively impacts expense ratios and drives down operating margin. And over the next few minutes, I want to share with you how we are helping the industry become better and helping our clients improve their operating margin. I want to start by talking about the main functions of an insurance company. And let's look first at Ursula in underwriting, who could be in any line of business. She receives a variety of information every day with submissions, and she reviews her existing accounts for compliance with her company's underwriting guidelines. She documents both her decisions and her supporting rationale. Rick, in risk management for a property and casualty company, spends his time out in the field meeting with insureds. He documents concerns about risk and writes recommendations for clients to reduce the risk. And then Kathy in claims receives first notice of loss and other documents for the initiation of a claim, and she goes about processing claims, but she documents her decisions along the way. So all day long, every day in the industry, we are creating this written documentation, otherwise referred to or thought of sometimes as unstructured data. On the other hand, what are people doing with it? Every day, managers and staff are seeking to answer business questions. And every company starts with a detailed income and expense budget. And when the results vary, which they always do, people start having to answer questions. And numbers don't lie, but numbers also don't answer the question of what happened or why. Those questions are only found when people start digging into files and reading. Likewise, managers are also asking the question, which of my staff are performing well? And which ones are struggling? And where are they struggling? Again, only those answers are found by reading files. And with that, I'm introducing our solution, which is a technology to read and interpret sentences. And to review the three main components of our technology, let's go back to the sentences that Ursula and Kathy just created a moment ago. So there's three components to our technology. The first thing that we do is we pull all the sentences into a table, and we use our knowledge management system created over the last decade to fix typos, acronyms, and jargon that is prevalent in sentence data. The second thing we do is we tag words, phrases, and all punctuation using our proprietary tagging system. The third thing we do is we extract events according to our clients' unique and specific needs. Our most important capability is being able to distinguish events that happened, did not happen, or may happen. And this enables us to answer questions of what happened or why. And let's take, for example, excuse me, I can go back. I won't go back, I'll stay right there. Let's answer the question of or look at a claim file. A claim file can be thought of as many individual stories. It's the story of the claimant, the medical provider, the vendor, the litigation, or the adjuster. Being able to tell those stories enables us to answer the question of what happened or why. And it's next to impossible for a manager today to be able to tell those stories because there's simply too much information to read. And using our technology to answer those questions gives you three distinct advantages. The first is on the screen already, faster results. The average person reads about 13 sentences a minute, comprehending about 60%. Our technology reads over 250,000 sentences a minute, comprehending about 99%. Our second advantage is new knowledge. A conventional approach relies upon people taking a sample of records and hoping that sample is representative of the population. With our technology, we read every record in the population. Thus, dangerous outlier files can be identified because 100% of the files are being measured and scored. This sets up our third advantage, which is consistent measurement. And generally, the industry today uses expense ratios and loss ratios and volume metrics to establish performance and measure performance from one period to the next. By reading every record of the population, SD Refinery can measure almost anything at any given point in time. For example, we can measure performance metrics for every staff member, and we can aggregate them into scores, like those showing on the screen. And we can take those scores and measure them from period to period to measure the change in performance. Just as importantly, perhaps more importantly, we can look at the consistency of their performance within a period because we can see all the underlying scores for their aggregate score. For example, Bill, who has the second highest aggregate score, has multiple files that scored below the alert level score of 70. Likewise, there are 3 other team members that had lower aggregate scores, but all their scores were above the alert level score, and they clearly created less risk for their company. And if you're already doing your own scoring, great. Our technology is 100% transparent and fully customizable to your unique needs and can be easily integrated to whatever you're doing right now. So we have been focusing our marketing and underwriting and claims, and in 2018, the industry spent $140 billion in underwriting and another $77 billion in loss adjustment expenses. And we believe that tools like ours can have a significant impact on productivity, and every 1% savings is worth over $2 billion. In the last couple of years, we've been answering a lot of business questions about claims, and we introduced in 2018 a product called Claim Measure. And Claim Measure Workers' Comp is unmatched in its ability to measure and score every file and every adjuster using 12 operational metrics. And we're proud to have partnered with Milliman to bring this powerful product to the marketplace. And in addition to developing other claim measure products, we're also working on other claim tools as well as underwriting solutions for both life and property and casualty and other insurance industries. So our leadership team has decades of experience in insurance, data, and technology. My colleague Steve Lonergan and I have been here at the GIA for the past 100 days. Steve is here with me in the audience today. He and I would love to answer your questions about our technology and help you figure out how you can help your business answer questions. And our core value proposition is very simple. Faster results, new knowledge, and consistent measurement will help you improve your operating margin. Thank you very much.